Hey guys, welcome to Protocoders Point. Okay, so in this tutorial, let's understand how to discontinue a PPK file or PEM file so that a user cannot use that PPK file or PEM file to connect to your Amazon AWS server. Okay, so let's begin with the tutorial. Okay, so I have covered various tutorials on AWS servers. You can just visit my channel, that is protocoderspoint.com, and you can just check out the playlist I have created over here. So in this tutorials I have covered various parts such as how to create Amazon server, how to connect to it by making use of tools such as FileZilla, WinSCP, PuTTY, and how to install Node.js, MongoDB, how to authenticate or give security to MongoDB server. Okay, so you can just check it out. Okay, so this tutorial is on how to discontinue your PPK file or PEM file so that a user cannot get connected to your Amazon server. So when to discontinue a PPK file or add a new PPK file for your server. Okay, so here is an example. So suppose if you have an employee who has a complete access to your server. Okay, so after some days or some months or some years, he just resigned from your job and he just quit and go away. But he has your PPK file by which he can just communicate or get access to your server, right? Okay, so that particular file or a PPK file you want to disconnect so that the employee may not be able to connect to or interact with your server. Okay, so let's learn how to do that. Okay, so let's get started. So over here, this is my Amazon dashboard. So you can see there is an instance being created, and this is my IP address, and this is the key value pair by which I can just connect to my server instance. Okay, so this is the FileZilla by the tool by which I can just connect to my server, and this is the PEM file that is being used to get connected to my server. Okay, so let's get connected to my server first. Okay, so these are the basic things I have covered in my previous tutorials. You can just check the tutorials. Okay, so this is the IP address, the username of my server, the PPK file, the PEM file, sorry. So I can just get connected to my server. Okay, so you can see it was successfully got connected. Okay, so now this file is with my ex-employee, so I want to discontinue this PEM file. Okay, so that the ex-employee cannot access to my server. Okay, so what I can do is I can just create one more PEM file on my Amazon server, because there is no option to discontinue this PEM file from my Amazon server directly. So I need to do it manually by login into my server SSS. Okay, so before doing that I need to do some changes in this authorized key file. Okay, so let's do it. So before that, let me create one more or a new PEM file. Okay, so just search for key pair. Okay, so you can see there is one key pair being created on my dashboard. So let me create new one. So I will just name it as instance 2 key. Okay, so let me name it as final. You can just name it anything. So the type of private key is PEM. So just create it and it will get created, and you can see this download. So just save it somewhere. Okay, so now we have a PEM file, and this is the old file that I want to discontinue. Okay, so for that, first of all, I want to get the private key of this PEM file and store it in my server authorized key. Okay, so let's do that. So for that I need a PuTTY software. So just install this PuTTY software, load the new file that has been created just now. Okay, so this one. Okay, so now this is the key by which you can just get connected to the server. Okay, this is the new PEM file. Okay, so this key we need to add it under this authorized key file in your server. Okay, so just save public key. Okay, so I will just name it as key final. Okay, so now just open this file. Okay, I'll just open it in Atom. Okay, so with this I will just open this authorized key also. So let me get the path of it so that it can be understood to you. Okay, so in home Ubuntu you can see there is a .ssh. Just open it and open the file in your editor. Okay, so it will just get open. Okay, so you can see in this authorized key, so this is the file, that is old PPK file, encrypted data. Okay, so this is the encrypted data. So this is the old file that I want to remove. So this is the same thing, and this key I want to add it in this place. Okay, so now what I can do is I can just go to this file that I have created. Okay, and just add this in one line. So just copy it. Okay, so just copy it and paste it in this file under this line. So just add ssh-rsa and paste the new key by which the user can log in to your server. Okay, so after that I need to delete this part, this line. So before deleting it, we must check or verify if this key is working. So this is a warning for you. So if you by mistake, if you delete this key, you will be completely removed from your server and no one, not even you, will be able to access your server henceforth. So here this is the very careful part you need to do. Okay, so just add the new key over here, save the file. Okay, so the file is been saved. Okay, so now by making use of the new key that I have created, I will just try to connect. Okay, so PEM file, so this is the new key by which I want to get connected to my server. Okay, so just use it. So IP address, Ubuntu server name, and the key, that is the new key. Okay, so let's get connected by making use of it. Okay, so you can see now I can make use of my second key to get connected to my server. So now I am free to delete this first key from my server. Okay, so let's do that. Okay, so I will just remove this line. Okay, that's it, and save the authorized key file. Okay, save. Okay, so it was successful. Okay, so now what I will do is I will just disconnect everything now. Okay, clear. Okay, so this is my website, and here I am making use of the old PEM file to get connected to my server. Okay, so this is the file that I am making use of. So this is been discontinued from my server. Okay, IP address connect. So let's wait, let's check if it is getting connected. So you can see the server is refusing my key, so it will not get connected henceforth by making use of this PEM file. Okay, so disconnect. Okay, so here I will make use of the new key that I have created or added on my server manually. So this is the new instance key. Okay, so you can see over here. So now I am going to connect. So you can see username, I got connected, and we have successfully removed the old PEM file by which the user can get access to my server. So this is my new PEM file to connect to my server end. Okay, so this is how you can discontinue any old PEM file to be safety or to secure your server from being hacked or being shared by peoples of your employee or your company. For example, if one employee has and he resigns the company, then it is very risky to trust a person or to give access to any person who is not under your work. Okay, so this is how you can just remove the PEM file and assign a new PEM file to access your server. Okay, so that's all for this video tutorial. Hope you got the concept of how to change the PEM file for server authentication. Thanks for watching. Please do subscribe. Protocol Point. Thank you.